Thank you for joining us on the mini tutorial today on how to account for the Hire Act in Sage Businessworks. The Hire Act allows an employer to take a credit of the company portion of Social Security tax on employees they have hired that meet certain criteria. To verify if any of your new hires meet this criteria, we advise you to first check with your accountant before taking any credit. Since this credit is temporary, there will not be a change to the Sage Businessworks program, but we have provided this mini tutorial to guide you on possible workarounds. To take this credit on each payroll that you process, calculate the payroll as normal and then go into manual calculation and zero out the amount in the company OASDI field. The first step is creating a time card for the employee. So I'm going to go to Payroll, Processing, Time Card Entry. I've created a new company for this example called the Hire Company, and I've also created an employee called the Hire Act. Enter their time and save their time card. Now I'm going to run the automatic payroll calculation. I'm going to go ahead and include all employees since I only have one employee in this company, the Hire Act employee. Say OK. And then preview the payroll register. The next step in order to take this credit is to go into manual payroll calculation. We're going to select the employee that we want to take the credit for. In our example, the Hire Act employee. Then we get this message. This employee has a calculated check on file. If you want to use this check as the basis for the manual or hand check information you are entering, select yes. To start with a blank check, select no. I'm going to select yes because I do want to pull in the calculated information. Once I do so, it brings everything in from the auto calculation that we just ran. I'm going to go into the federal and state taxes section. Here, we can see the company paid taxes as well as the employee paid taxes. We're going to zero out the company portion of the OASDI, say OK, and save. The final step in processing this payroll is to go ahead and print the payroll check. So I'm going to go to Payroll, Processing, Print Payroll Checks. I'm going to go ahead and select to include all employees since I only have the one employee set up in this company. And I'm going to go ahead and say OK to print the check. Once the check is printed, we can go ahead and preview the check register. We can see that for the Hire employee, there is no company portion of OASDI in parentheses. We can close this report, and the processing is complete. Now, by taking this credit on each payroll by using the manual payroll calculation, this ensures that your federal tax deposit will reflect the correct amount that you actually owe. We can take a look at this by going to Payroll, Taxes, FICA and FWT 941 deposits, current quarter. Since this is a brand new company, we only have the one tax deposit due because we've only processed the one payroll. We have that liability period selected, and we can clearly see that there is no company OASDI due, just the employee OASDI. Now, if this is the way that you decide that you want to account for this credit throughout the year, there is something that you need to keep in mind. Sage Businessworks will try to self-adjust for any percentage-based taxes when the wages times the percentage do not equal what's actually been withheld. To see what this is doing, you can go to the Payroll, Utilities, Print Payroll Verification Report. Any employees that have an inconsistency in any taxes will show up on this report. We will go ahead and preview the report, and we can already see that there is an inconsistency on here for our only employee in this company, the Hire Act employee. It is telling us that the OASDI for the company portion should be $37.20, but what's entered is zero. Now, if you use this method for the entire year, it shouldn't be a problem, and it actually is going to make this report a usable report for you because it will track throughout the year how much the amount entered is, which is going to be zero, and then how much the should be is. Thank you for viewing our mini tutorial today on accounting for the Hire Act in Sage Businessworks. Please check back for more mini tutorials, including how to account for the Hire Act credit on the 941 in enhanced tax reporting.